Right, we are back playing Kingdom Come Deliverance II. People will notice when something is missing from their home. Curious. Anyways, I think last time our plan was to actually do some alchemy. And let me see if we can make a Minta perfume. A weak but long-lasting perfume. Slightly increases charisma for a longer period, but reduces charisma if used with another perfume. You will need wine, 3 handfuls of dandelion, a handful of marigold, and a handful of mint. Okay, so let's prepare this. First of all, let's use wine as our base. Now, grind the dandelion and meat. Wait. Grind the dandelion and meat and mint and add them to the cauldron. Boil for 2 turns. Add the marigold to the cauldron and boil for 1 turn using the bellows. Finally distill. Alright. So 3 dandelion and 1 dandelion and 1 mint. We need to grind. Alright. What am I doing? Oh. Okay. Okay, 1 mint into the mortar and 3 dandelion. 2 and 3. Now grind all of this down. Now boil it for 2 turns. So let's move down the cauldron and boil it for 2 turns. Okay, that's 1. And the second one. Now move the cauldron up. Add the marigold to the cauldron and boil for 1 turn using the bellows. Okay, let's take 1 marigold, add it to the cauldron, and boil it for 1 turn using the bellows. I think that's it. And finally distill. So How do I work this still? Need a file and distill like this. Okay, we got 2 mint perfume. Which
Boiled that marigold for too long.
okay, yeah, I suspected that too. It's fine though. Oh, there's rain outside. Let me try to apply this perfume now. Is it in food? Where is it? Okay, it's in other. Okay, it makes sense. So what happens if I use it once? Okay. Presumably, I get a charisma bump by 2 for 20 minutes. Okay. Interesting. So it only works for 20 minutes. That's fine. It's not great, but in some situations that might be useful. And I also wanted to prepare the Harrow dog. Yes, this one. Reduces drunkenness or good quality, restores complete sobriety, and also helps with hangovers and alcoholism. Okay. You will need water, a handful of sage, a handful of St. John's wort, and a handful of mint. Okay, 1 sage, 1 St. John's wort, and 1 mint. Add the sage and St. John's wort to the cauldron. Boil for 3 turns. Grind the mint and add it to the cauldron. Finally pour. Okay, this seems reasonably easy. So sage and St. John's wort to the cauldron for 3 turns boiling. Okay. What? Why do I keep pressing this? Alright, go to the bench. Wait, I need to prepare the ingredients. Alright. Okay, 1 St. John's... sorry, no, wait. Let's add it here into the dish. And one sage. Now we need water for this one. Okay. Now let's add things into the cauldron and boil for 3 turns. Oh look, the water is actually transparent, nice. Second turn. And a third turn. Okay, now we are done with boiling. Now we need to grind the mint and add it to the cauldron. Okay, and now pour into file. I like the fact that the files are totally free. Do not cost anything. Okay, this time we did everything right. And with that strong hair of the dog. Good. Now let me look at it. Yes, eliminates drunkenness and hangover. Nice. I wonder if you can have more than 6 status effects at the same time. Buffs and debuffs. Oh, look, our charisma is 10 now, where previously it was 11, I think. That's interesting. Curious. And another thing that I really would like to make is soap, because that way we can also wash our clothes. So let's see how that is done. Here it is. Okay, it's quite involved. You can't wash your own clothes without soap. You will need oil, 2 handfuls of thistle, a handful of dandelion and a handful of charcoal. Grind the thistle and add it to the cauldron. Boil for 2 turns. Add the dandelion to the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Grind the charcoal and add it to the cauldron. Finally pour. Okay, let's prepare this. We are missing something, aren't we? Thistle, I think. Let's see where we can find it. Thistle benedictus. Thistle is a miraculous medicine against various ailments and plague especially. In water it gives relief from pain and poisoning, and in ale restores the appetite. In wine it dulls a man's wits and should not be thus imbibed. It grows in roadside ditches, in clearings, and where there is relief from the sun and rather shadow gathers. Adds stamina, reduces speech. Interesting. Because I think that's what we're missing, right? To make soap. Yeah, we don't have it. Let me see if we can either... Oh, here it is. How convenient. How many do I need for the recipe? 2. Okay. Hey, nice jump, but it should be relatively easy to spot. So let's go on a little hunt around this garden. Maybe we'll be able to find some. Is that it? Yes. By the way, I think we have some new perk points in alchemy. Yes, 1 perk point. Let's see where we can spend it. This is an interesting one. For each potion of alcohol effect you have active at one time, vitality increases by 1. What does vitality affect? Primarily affects your stamina reserve and the rate of its recovery in and out of combat. For this reason, it's a very important stat. It allows you to run and fight longer, attack more frequently, withstand more blows. Your level of rest will also decrease more slowly. You gain experience primarily through combat, performing advanced techniques or combos, and of course through regular training such as running and overcoming obstacles in your path. Are they derived skills from vitality? Maybe noise? Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting skill to have. I also like this one, the enthusiast. That while brewing potions, our energy will slowly replenish and nourishment will not decrease. Which means basically brewing potions is as good as sleeping, pretty much, even better because nourishment does not decrease. It doesn't restore health though, but it does restore energy. Your character gets tired over time and then needs to rest. The more you are rested, the better. Rest is depleted by combat, movement, eating certain foods, and basically just by being awake. Too much fatigue will weaken your character physically and can lead to fainting or death from exhaustion. To prevent this, you need to get a good night's sleep from time to time. The better quality of the bed you choose, the faster you will recover fully. Occasionally, fatigue can be delayed by drinking alcohol, for example, but beware. Drinking too much will make you all the more exhausted. Okay, I'm going to take this one because I think it's more useful one. Purple Haze. Practicing the alchemical craft has unexpected effects on you. Under the influence of substances, your bones and muscles obey you much better. Okay, are there any other interesting skills? Okay, this one is interesting. You are able to recognize the difficulty of skill checks, but not your chances of succeeding. You still have to decide for yourself whether it's worth the risk. The effect of your reputation isn't taken into account into the displayed difficulty. It sounds like something interesting, but I'm not sure it will be that useful. Choose this one. As long as you remain still, your energy and nourishment will reduce much more slowly. This is good for maybe stealth or something, where you just stand still. Wonders of Beasts is also great. You improve fast and houndmaster and horsemanship skills because all experience you gain they will be 20% higher. Let's take this one because it's a multiplier for other skills. Oh, we also have one stealth perk point. Okay, let's take this one. If an opponent defends against your attempt to stun or stealth kill them, they will suffer penalties to their stats. This will make it easier for you to defeat them conventionally. The effect lasts for 20 seconds. I'm not touching the horsemanship for now because we don't have a horse, so there's not much point in it. Oh, we have 2 skill points in main. Let's see. Let's take these two. Sir Radzik is a complicated person. In pursuit of the often noble goals, he doesn't hesitate to resort to deception and subterfuge. If it helps the situation and there's much you can or perhaps must learn from him. And wait. I thought that we could take both the Radzik's heritage and another one. Oh, I see, it's exclusive with Radzik. Oh, so can either take one or another. This one is sword fighting, crafting, and survival. Yeah, I'd rather... can I undo this? I don't think I can. Yeah, I'd much rather take this one. And I'm afraid all I can do is just to reload the game, right? Yeah, and all we have is this exit save. It's alright. Maybe down the path we can reset skills at some point, but oh well. Anyways, what do we have in Vitality actually? Okay, let's take the ascetic. The art of asceticism is inherent in hermits, but any pilgrim, serf, or traveler knows that lack of food is a fairly common affliction of medieval man. So knowing how to get by on little comes in handy more often than you'd like. Alright, oh yeah, we were hunting for 3, so we already got 2 to boil some... that's not a dandelion, this is a dandelion. But these... What? Why does it say dandelion? It's comfrey, okay. And some more comfrey. Yes, more threesome. So let's make a couple of soaps. That way. Interesting, now all the clothes are pretty clean. Right. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, a couple of soaps wouldn't hurt. By the way, let's first dry the ingredients that we have just gathered. Okay, and now right, let's open the soap page. Okay, you will need oil. 2 handfuls of threesome, a handful of dandelion, and a handful of charcoal. Anyway, grind the threesome and add it to the cauldron. Where's the charcoal? Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay, 2 threesome into mortar. And we need oil as our base. Okay. Now let's grind the threesome. And add it to the cauldron. Now boil it for 2 turns. Okay. And now add the dandelion to the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Right. Grind the charcoal and add it to the cauldron. Okay. Now pour. It's interesting that we are pouring soap into the file. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got 6 soap. Not bad. What? I have 2 dogs now? It's ridiculous. Anyways, by the way, I think we can sell these books that we don't need anymore. Yeah, soap, mix, fat, ash, and who knows what else. So all our clothes are dirty. So I think if we go this way, there's a place where we can wash our clothes. It's a bit further down the road. Hey, look, there's a settler, stable, butcher. Oh, it's a butcher. Interesting. Slaughterhouses, known as shambles, were fenced areas located on the outskirts of towns. Only here was it permitted to slaughter animals, and butcher shops were built nearby. The livestock was inspected by the guildmaster. Only if he deemed the animals healthy could the butcher slaughter and sell them. Slaughtering elsewhere was punishable by a fine. Okay.
God bless you.
So if we come here, hello cat. Butcher's wife Milena, and a housemaid, a cow. And here's a butchering table with some knives. Is it hard hand as well? Yes. Oh, there's smokehouse, nice. I think we can walk into the butcher's shop. Yes. And talk to this guy.
Good afternoon. What do you have for sale?
Let's see. Okay, some pelts and guts, skin, and meat. Unsurprisingly. Oh, but he doesn't sell anything dry, does he? Okay. Yeah, because this bacon has durability of 3 days. But what happens if I buy one?
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
How's this?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
if we now smoke that bacon... What? Why can't I smoke anything? That's weird. Is there anything about smokehouses? Nothing that I can find. Anyways, we can actually... We can feed Mutt
Here you go. Take it.
this bacon. Hope he'll like it.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
We got a new perk point. In Houndmaster. Yeah, this is a good one. In combat, Mutt will be tougher and will take 10 less damage from enemies. But we also have these useful hunt and bark commands. Let's take this defender perk. Yeah, I was actually going here, where this woman is washing her clothes. Wonder if I can join her, or it's like only one person can do that at a time. And I have to wait my turn. That's alright. Yeah, anyway, I was going to try to wash my clothes here. And see how that mechanic works. So, let's wait a bit. Meanwhile, we can just enjoy how beautiful game looks. Or we can also wait 1 hour here and see if she'll be done by then. Nope, she's still here. Okay. Tell you what, can we talk to her?
The Lord be with you.
No, we can only rob her, which is not something I intend to do. Anyways, our side task here, by the way, was to find the bailiff and tell him about the graves that we have dug out to the south of the village.
You have a kind master, eh?
Oh, here he is. Perfect. Can I talk to him now?
Greetings,
Oh,
sir.
wonderful.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Hmm. So even after we have dug them out, it doesn't seem to lead to anything. Interesting. Anyways, can we talk to the scribe? Or is his workday over? Seems so.
I went past your garden the other day, and that dog of yours was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger.
You heard?
He never used to be
Roman's
like
body
that.
was found.
Is he going to the tavern? I think he is. I wanted to sell him the books that... Yeah, he's going to the tavern. Anyways, let's run back and see if that girl finished washing the clothes. So we can try it too. Nope, she's still there. Right, you know what? I'm going to wait just 1 more hour. Alright, finally. Okay. Interesting. So it seems like one soap gives you 100 points. And yeah, we have so many dirty clothes, which costs us 91.2 points. So let's see if we can wash them all. They are all clean now. But I'm not sure if that did anything. Maybe it did, maybe not. Anyways, since Master Bailiff did not react to our message that we have saw the graves and dug them out, I think
How's it going? My wife and I are pickling.
that the next logical place to be is to actually go to Nebakov.
Loads of it. That's what you said last week.
Well, let's do that. By the way, yeah, I just remembered that Henry always wanted to pay Bojana 150 coins for her services. And I was thinking maybe I had some on me, but not quite enough right now. I'll pay her later sometime. Look at this beautiful evening light. I think that is Nebakov over there, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go there.
Good day.
I think that's the road that we used to get to a place where Bojana's daughter was held captive. Let me turn. Picture a little bit so I can see a bit better. Again, such a gorgeous forest. Absolutely incredible.
Free.
Oh, I see. So this upper path is basically for wagons and carriages, I think. Or maybe they actually diverge. Oh no, they actually diverge. Interesting. This one goes here. And then along the small creek, there's another one. So that would be the Nabokov, I think. Nabokov Mill. I wonder what that is. Is that the miller over there? Oh, look! A watermill. Nice.
And they can't praise him high enough in the city. He kicked out all the dishonest officials and got rid of all the murderers and thieves. And they say they now mine silver so fast, they've started paving the streets with it. That would never happen under Wenceslas, I tell you. He didn't look after the kingdom at all. We should all thank God he's finally sent us a good ruler. Just as good as his father, Charles.
Okay. Not sure anyone heard this guy. But hey, look, there's some nettle. Anyways, I was admiring this watermill, which has not one but two wheels. Oh look, you can also turn them off and on separately. And this is the pond where they feed from. What a nice design. Okay, gamekeeper Varel seems to live here. And with his wife, they are having dinner. Some shooting practice. A smokehouse, nice. So, can I talk to him while he's eating?
Greetings. What do you want?
We interrupted him. Anyways,
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done. So he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
sure.
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin. But I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places. And poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea.
Thought he was talking about poor Ignatius, the sheep. A very tragic fate.
Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck.
It's getting kinda dark though, so...
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
Hmm.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
You can sleep on the hay, but it won't be for free.
Let's agree on a price.
Thanks. Feel free to stretch out on the hay, but I don't want to see you in the house.
Where should I lie down?
It'll be best to sleep in the attic of our hunting lodge.
I need something repaired.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't. Alright, so that would be our bed.
I don't think so.
Oh, we can also talk to the housewife.
Greetings. What do you want?
I
See
should
you
eat
later,
something.
my friend.
Okay, let's have a snack.
God be with you, my friend.
Good day.
Alright, so let's look at the map. Okay, this is the place we have been to, I think. The cemetery, yeah. I think the closest actually is to go to Apollonia and then drop at the cemetery.
Get out of here right now, or I'll kick you off.
Yeah, we went this way. But what are those guys? There's 3 of them. Mutt isn't happy about them. They are not very friendly. Anyways, here's the cemetery. Where during one of the nights we saw the fireflies.
Greetings.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Amen.
Okay, let's talk to Ignatius.
I wish you a pleasant morning.
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
God be with you.
Let me just talk to the guy.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get off by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then, hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
I like this guy and his sense of humor.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
He does seem to be really passionate about his profession.
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fellow once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say I have a knack for it.
Nice one.
That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him.
Exactly.
Can't even go to the tavern no more.
Why not?
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately, they were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
Farewell.
Okay. Where is Mud barking? Why is he barking? Okay. So, let me sit here. Ah, what a lovely cemetery. So while we did learn from Ignatius about wolves, okay, behind his cottage there's a path that leads to the forest, so we can investigate that. This must be the path then. Over here. Somewhere. Not sure. Anyways, I couldn't quite find the path. Why is Mud barking again?
What have you found, boy?
What is there? Is it just a hunting spot? Oh no! You can see something there. Oh, there's a wolf. Okay. Okay, let's fight this wolf. Okay, is that all? Again, there's this mark.
Could I have found the Slatigo poacher? I wonder if he's got anything on him.
Jesus Christ, why is Henry always covered from head to toe in blood after fights? It wasn't that bloody. And Matt did half of the job, and he's not covered in blood. Oh well.
Look what I have for you. Come here, boy.
So let's see. What does this guy have? Okay, there's poacher's hunting knife. It seems to me like makes running impossible and reduce our weapon skills by 2. Interesting poison. I think that's our first poison in the game, by the way. Yeah, it does seem like he had...
A poacher's dagger. At least that's some proof for the gamekeeper.
Yeah, exactly. So... let's see... Okay, I need to find his camp also. And there's this unfinished cottage. So if we just follow this path, let's see what we come across. Not hunting crossbow, and Armadiaboli, the second Lateran council forbade priests from wearing luxurious clothing, nuns from singing alongside monks, and good Christians from using crossbows against other Christians and Catholics. The crossbow was dubbed a diabolical weapon, Latin arma diaboli, because it could easily pierce even the strongest armor of the time, and unlike the bow, a hit from it could almost guarantee death. However, the crossbow continued to be used and improved. The original wooden limbs were gradually replaced by stronger and stiffer composite limbs, and eventually by steel. Along with these developments came the introduction of several new drawing mechanisms, ranging from human arm power to levers and windlasses. Even the strongest crossbow, however, could not pierce high-quality steel breastplates, and ultimately the title of the most lethal weapon passed to firearms. Nice. Let's see the stats. It is a bit better than the bow we have, but it's in really bad condition. We don't have any bolts. We sold those, only arrows. Maybe we'll find some bolts in the camp of this poor fellow. So let's continue. And let's be cautious. Okay, this is definitely a crime scene of a poacher.
It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Is that it? Seems like there was only one wolf.
Look what I have for you. You're my doggy, eh?
Another poacher's knife. Another poison. Oh, nice. A skill book on marksmanship. That's useful. Can we sit here? No. Right. It looks like we need to report back to the back of meal, but we have too much stuff on us, so let's put things we don't need here. By the way, with a shield, it would be better than without. Right? Yeah. So now we can block properly. Nice. 174. Can we repair this crossbow? How much will that cost? 14 points. And so it would be 100%? Okay, nice. It's still trash, but at least we got it repaired. As for heavy things we don't need. Can deposit this. And this. Okay, I think we are good for fast traveling now. Yes. Is that our gamekeeper? No, it's just a huntsman. Okay.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends. God be with you. Careful!
I'm sorry, the path is very narrow. Can't help it.
Silly doggy.
My God, lad. Why are you covered in blood?
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate. Getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Not at all.
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, that's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Maybe Miller Crazel knows something. The poacher operates near his mill, after all.
Good idea. I'll ask him. What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck.
Alright, can we actually trade with this guy? Not only repair, but what about his wife?
Greetings to you.
No, it's only about spending the night
See you
here.
later, my friend.
What will it be?
I
I'll have a
can
look at
trade
the wares.
with this hard hand though. Interesting. Okay, yeah, he seems to be the type of guy. To him I can sell all these wonderful things we got from that poacher. And what can we buy? Another marksman kit. Roman's brew. Some bolts. And a nice bow. Okay, this crossbow fits at 350, which is very nice indeed. Okay, I'm going to take this crossbow and some hunting bolts for it. Maybe like this. And I'm going to sell this old hunting crossbow. Our bow is 145 by the way, but his best one is... No, ours is still better. So let's haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
How about this?
What would you say to this?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal.
Okay, this.
Aye, that'll do. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Okay, so we have bought a nice crossbow, which does 350 damage. We place it here. Like that. So how do we read this? By the way, did we gain new main level? You're in an area where Helgor's rotation again, plus the bonus continue to another speech. Let's take this one. When a settlement needs help, you are more than happy to answer the call. Alright. Okay, our crossbow has piercing damage. 100. Our crossbow gives it 192. Okay. Because our bow, like, for example here, this, it gives 139. Usually, and so the crossbow is better. But I would expect that it is a bit slower. If I do this, okay. If I sit, all right. I'm reasonably happy with this choice. But of course, we would need to wash ourselves from the encounter with the wolves that we had, so we aren't covered in blood and people aren't afraid and weirded out to talk to us. And back to our journal. Okay, apparently there's another poacher in Lower Simine over here. Can ask the miller there about them. But would have to travel from Simine manually there, or we can go through here. And let's just go manually. Because the weather is nice and the environments are also nice. Where's Marto? Here he is. So let's just go this way. I wonder what that is. Is it another house slash castle? What are you? Did you find anything? What's this all this barking about?
What have you found, boy?
Is it the camp? Well, it is a nice camp. I don't have anything to cook, so... Well, it is a nice camp, but we're not stopping here. There's a cabbage. Interesting. This looks like fairly well guarded and fortified construction. So I'd not be surprised if that's another fortress. Can I go closer to it so I have another fast travel point later? Someone's coming out of there. Hey, beggar. Ah, this is Nebaka Fortress. Interesting. The castle was likely built at the end of the 13th century on a promontory overlooking a back pond, surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs and water. To construct the fortress, the rock beneath it had to be manually hewn away and leveled, which was a relatively complex process for its time, given it was a small noble castle of little significance. According to the archaeological research, it had a three-part layout with a courtyard and a fortified keep, connected to other parts of the complex by a bridge spanning a rocky moat. The first mention of the castle in historical sources only appears in 1455. The castle burned down at the end of the 15th century, and from 1538 it is described as abandoned and in ruins. The ramparts, moats, and notches in the rock are all that remain of the fortifications today. We endeavor to reconstruct the castle in the game in an appearance that aligns as much as possible with the archaeological findings. Okay. Can I look at it up close? It is really located like on a proper fortified hill, naturally, so it's not easy to take militarily. Quite impressive, actually. I seriously doubt we'll be allowed inside, because we have no business being here, but I guess we'll see. Okay, there's stables. Alright, we got the fast travel point now. Actually, can we ask about buying a horse?
And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Aye, once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly, let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Yeah, I don't think these guys sell horses. I think these are just horses of the lord in the castle.
Go away now.
Okay.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Okay, so it was just a soldier.
And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
Cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no, why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by the sun.
And yeah, I don't think we are getting into that castle anytime soon. Oh, look, there's a very nice view. I think that's the Trotsky castle right there. Yeah. Seems like it. So... Yep. We aren't getting inside. As expected. It's fine. I mostly just wanted to have this convenient fast travel marker here. Can we get down here safely? Seems like a ditch for dumping old leaves and whatnot. I wonder if running downhill is easier for Henry than uphill. I can't tell, I don't think it is. It would be in real life, of course, but... Yeah, look at this gorgeous wall of forest. This is just amazing. Absolutely insane. Like, if you just look at it like that, you can probably find maybe 2 trees that are like copy pasted, but I don't see it. It all looks like no 2 trees are the same from this view at least, so quite amazing actually. But I think I want to get to the other side of this pond though. Not happy I ended up on this side, so let's see if I can cross here. Right? What a view. Another cabbage. What happened here? Did someone scare, like, wagon or cart just kept losing one cabbage at a time? Is that what happened? While driving here? That would be interesting. To see a cart at the end of this road. And a guy who's like, oh my god, I lost all my cabbages, I know what I'm gonna do. Here's another one. It's a funny little mystery. Are those guys I don't think those guys are friendly. They look like they are bandits, so... Tell you what, let's save the game. And... dispatch those guys. Nope. That was not a good idea.
Ha! No chance! Useless!
Okay, thanks Mutt. It was useful. Now let's get closer to this guy.
I'm all yours!
What?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Can he drown? I wonder.
You won't get me!
Right, is that it? Okay. Yeah, those are bandits, so... I'm just going to take everything and dump anything that I don't need into his body over here. Okay. So let's see. Let's start comparison game. Wait, he had a shield, I think. Where's his shield? Oh, here it is. And a sword. Nice. Okay, so his sword is a little bit better than ours, but it's twice as heavy. And we don't have agility we need for it, unfortunately. Okay. The shield though... Oh, not twice as high, but a little bit higher, yeah. Twice as valuable. His shield is a bit worse than ours. So I don't need it. The longbow is pretty much the same as ours, but worse. Arrows are fine. I don't need torches, because they don't seem to die in this game. Coif. I have male coif, which is better. Skull cap. Ours is better. What's happening? Why is mud?
Look what I have for you.
Why is he growling? I don't understand it. Okay. That was weird, mud. Anyways, cap. Our cap is better. Gambeson. It's pretty much the same thing. Coat. I don't think I need that. Our coaters are better. $250. They are slightly better. Now a beggar's hose. So we might take these off. These are worse. Okay, shoes. Ours are dead. Okay, the important part now is to not forget to equip all of this. Right. Why is Matt barking again? Wait. Before I stroll too far, let me equip things. Here. Okay, and also I want to repair these shoes, I think. Now. Why is my parking and leading me here?
What is it, Mutt?
What did you find? What is he growling at? I don't see it. Is it the poacher area here? That's like a long way to go, so I'm confused. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why Martha is barking? Do we need to dig something out here? He was barking like right here somewhere. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, what about the bow and arrow that this bandit was using? I think we got that, right? And now about these soldiers. Homemade hunting sword. It's a bit worse than ours. That is worse. Food is a tiny bit better. Ours is 320, 24, 24, 26 Gambison, 21. Okay, so let's get this Gambison. Goes 260. Ours is 250. Again, a little bit better. Shoes 249. 115. 296. 187. Pretty much the same. Hey, dried mint. And some groschen. Alright. And this guy? Club. 2357 Gambeson. This one is better. Oh wait. Coulter's 1841 and ours are 23. No, ours are better. Yep. Okay, and now, yeah. Alright, let's see what our status effects are. Overloaded. Oh, 160 out of 160. Let's see if we can eat something. What's our heaviest food? Maybe these walnuts? Okay. What about this beer? Oh, I see. This must be the camp. Where the bandits were. I think we're going over there. Find the miller there. Is Shannon a bit drunk from that beer? I seem to remember I had a potion. Against that, this one. So if I take it now, I think, yes, it eliminates the hangover and drunkenness. Such a beautiful forest. And such a beautiful road along this pond. Hey, look, a hare.
What's that you got?
Nothing else. A fishing spot, okay. With a lot of fish.
Never again. I tried swimming once, and how did that end up?
But it is a fishing spot, and I think if we had a rod, could fish here. This stone kind of looks like a snake, something, or a turtle.
Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, Scalets.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Scalets, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts. As long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
Haha! That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road. Especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
What are the rules?
I have two. 1, always put some money down. 2, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right.
Really not into fighting.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Maybe next time. We have more important things to do right now. And that is talking to the miller. Crazy.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh, that's the guy that is going to help us get to the wedding. That's convenient that we have found him.
Gamekeeper Varrel told me there's a poacher in the forest near the pond. Know anything about him? I'm trying to track him down. And I thought, since it's your neck of the woods...
All there is in Lower Samine Forest is the lair, my storehouse. It's on the south side of the pond, somewhere near the middle of the woods. Don't snoop around there too much. But if there's some poacher working there, it must be even further south from the lair, somewhere on the hill there.
Thanks. I'll search deeper in the forest.
See you soon, my friend.
Alright, let's make a quick stop here. Alright, let's continue. Interesting, so Miller also makes his own milling stones. Yep, this is the place where we can get our wedding crashers progress. Okay, so yeah, Miller's information is a little bit better because I think previously we had our spot marked here and Miller says now we actually need to go way further. Sounds like it's almost evening though.
God grant you health.
Can we trade with this guy?
What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your ass all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate. Hey, fancy having a go?
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put aside your weapons and armor, challenge one of us, and hop in the pen. And from there on, it's pretty clear, I suppose.
And who takes part in these bouts?
Well, the first is of course me. If you manage to beat me, you can try Malik. He ain't as fast as me, but he's got a stronger punch. And if Malik ain't tough enough for you, there's always Vera. He'd tear you to shreds.
Thank you, but I'm not interested.
Got cold feet, eh? Well, if you ever change your mind, go and see the miller. He'll tell you more. He started all this, see? See you later, my friend.
Alright. I think that do they have a drying rack somewhere here? Let me look around a bit. This place does remind me of a certain water mill in Riverwood. It doesn't want to. Doesn't want to jump over there. Okay, let's see if we can sharpen something. Maybe this sword actually.
That should do it.
Let's see. Right. Can I use it though? Can I equip it? I don't have the agility required. I wonder if we'll be effective with this weapon. We'll see, I guess. Let's also sharpen our hunting sword.
That should do it.
Right, anything else useful around here? There's a smoker. Hey look, a cabbage patch. I wonder if those cabbages were from one of these carts. In the handpan? Oh look, we can wash ourselves here. I wonder how can we remove that stolen status from the things we took of that noble, of that army man. Interesting hut. What does this guy do? He's a trader.
Hail, fellow. Are you looking for something?
Hey? Why are you looking at me like that, you mysterious person?
You alright?
All right. No, I'm not. Not in the least, my dear fella. That's what happens when you lose your purpose.
What? Are you looking for something?
Yes. And that's precisely why Providence has brought you here to help me in my search.
And what's that?
If only I knew myself. But I'm afraid I've suffered the most grievous of losses. What I have lost is meaning to my life.
The meaning of life, you say? Alright, well, I'll take a look around.
That's a good one. And where exactly do you expect to find it? I've been searching for it myself for years in vain.
Here? Why here of all places?
This is where I felt I lost it. All those years ago.
Well, I'll have a quick look round.
Be my guest. I wish you a blessed evening.
What an interesting fella.
Say, mysterious young fella, what is it you wish to tell me?
Okay, so I suspected that the meaning of life would include something like this.
I'm not sure this is exactly what you're after, but I think I've found something here that might help you.
I'm not sure this would help anyone to find the meaning of life, but don't lose heart. One day I'll find it, and perhaps by then you'll have found yours too. Goodbye now. See you later.
I wonder what should we give to him? What about... Okay, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what he expected us to give him. Can we ask for a place to stay? Here?
Can I spend the night here?
I don't know. This isn't an inn.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
For a few groschen, you can sleep on the hay.
Let's agree on a price. Do we have a deal?
You must be from a poor region.
Okay.
Fine. Feel free to sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering around my home. See you soon, my friend.
Wait, where exactly am I sleeping? Oh, here. Okay. No. So we're upstairs? It's quite a big home, actually. Okay, here. That was not easy to find. Yeah, let's spend the night here. It's a nice bed, actually.
Are you gonna do laundry today?
Aye, of course.
All right. So now, I think we can go towards here. And hey, look, a spade. And so we see if we can find anything here. If we can find that poacher. So many little paths. I wonder if we can fix our armor. I don't think we can. There's a lot of people working here, actually. I'm chopping down trees. Looks like all of this was covered in forest at some point. And I think we can start walking here. Towards the area we were interested in. Right, I think I see someone working there. So let's save our game.
Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
Is there only one guy? Let's try to knock them out. Okay. See if he has any friends. There are 3 beds here. Okay, I don't see anyone. I think this guy's here alone. Let's see. Warhammer. Well, I certainly need to get a piece of this guy. What's up? Is someone coming? I don't see anybody. Anyways, you know what? I think let's strip this guy. And once he regains consciousness, then we can talk to him. And meanwhile, let's just drop him like here.
This is definitely evidence. Interesting.
And what about this third one? Oh wait, there's another one.
Huh? If you value your life, turn around and forget you saw anything. Get over it.
Calm down now.
What?
Nobody saw anything,
You
and I'm
just
leaving.
crashing in. Damn it! Attack! Come and help us!
I hope there weren't any more bandits. I think we found all the evidence, right? Okay, is this also a bandit or just a poacher? Yes, he is a bandit. Okay, and the journal says that all we can do is get rid of them. So let's do that.
What? There's nothing here for you.
Okay, this one ran away. So there were 3 of them, it's just they were all in different corners and each doing their own thing. Let's see. Well, if he ever returns, we can properly meet him. Don't see any dirty clothes. What happens if I do this? Right, I am over-encumbered, so we'd need to sort that situation one way or another. First let me check that guy. And then get back to the chest and dump all I don't need into it. Like this. Alright. I think I saw all I need here. Now let's get back to the camp. Dump everything we don't need into this chest. Let's go. Common warhammer. Don't really need it. Shield. No need. Torches. Okay, this one is a little bit better than ours. This is our first collar piece. Short chainmail collar, called the gorget. Protects the neck and guards the warrior from being cut or penetrated by a blade under the visor of the helmet. Open bassinet. Interesting. Seems it's a bit better on defense than our... oh no, wait, Kettle is still better. Okay, this gambeson is a bit better than ours, theoretically. Okay, there are heavy items here. Like horse hide. Why are you barking, Matt? I'm still over encumbered, 195 out of 117. So... can drop these things here. Okay, I think we're good now. We can run again. But we do need to re-equip ourselves again, so... Yeah, this bassinet is worse than our food, so we can place it over here. Um, Right, now here... Alright, I think we are equipped well enough. Now, let's see. Okay, so... does that mean that I need to chase that guy who ran away? But I don't think he's coming back. Do I need to like wait here? and see if he returns. Must clearly see someone. Is it only one guy who returned? Yes. And he's mourning his friends, so I want to be careful and do it stealthily.
Hmm? What was that? Aha!
Alright. That is complete now. Uh, 115 bow. Ours is better. Arrows, yes, I'll take those. Wanderer's hat. I think ours is better. Yes. And some groschen. And a couple of bandages. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get back to the gamekeeper and tell him what happened. Such an interesting path. And we took.
Good to see you.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How do you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? Well, that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like it's some human.
Nah. Them nomads have a real respect for animals and wouldn't waste any part of a catch. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea where I should start?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, Us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Can I spend the night here? I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
You can sleep on the hay, but it won't be for free.
$50.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
For a few groschen, you can sleep on the hay.
Let's agree on a price. Only because it's you.
More. Sleep well, Henry. Just don't go wandering about my home.
This could use some repairs. I'd like to do something about that price.
Very well.
Do you accept?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. Very well, then. Good day, and with you.
Okay, so let's sleep the night here and decide what we'll do tomorrow. Let's also sell some stuff.
What do you need, my friend?
This
I'll have
guy.
a look at the wares.
Actually, nope, nothing of interest.
Ah, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
So much work.
Why is not working again?
God be with you.
So, Kopanina Forest. Alright, that would be way over here. By the way,
To see you.
let's sit down here and read this book finally. Many shooters have found it very advantageous not to aim just anywhere, but at exactly what they want to hit. Such words of wisdom.
to you, Henry. You silly doggy.
Shall we feed
Look what
him
I
out?
have for you.
Did that just... Okay, anyways.
What is it? Did you drop something?
I did actually, but I don't see where it is. It seemed to fade through the geometry here. Well, anyways, let's see what we can eat. So I feel like this would be a perfectly good place to end our current session and continue it next time.